What's up, everybody? Benito here, Patriot Dog Training. I figured I'd get on here. I'm at my children's hockey practice. We're watching them. Emma's doing her hockey thing, and Jacob's doing his conditioning and strength thing next door. Yesterday, I talked about the size of the crates that I would use for my dogs and why I use those sizes depending on how big they are and things like that. Today I'd like to talk about the different types of crates, and there's a lot of different crates out there. I'm going to talk about 4 of them that I would use. And the first one, let's just go with the wire crate. Wire crate folds up, super easy to transport, super easy to just take to wherever you're trying to go. Has a little tray that pulls out so you can clean it relatively easy. I guess the cons would be, just starting off, the cons for that would be, I've seen dogs push out of those crates. They're super easy to if a dog really wants to, a dog's gonna get out, and I've seen it happen. The other thing is the dogs like tiptoeing and shit in there, like that drives me absolutely nuts. Like, I literally have PTSD. If I hear a dog tapping, like my eyeballs just do like this thing, like they start twitching and shit, because it is annoying. We don't have any wire crates. Okay, that's not what we use anymore. When I first started out, we were using wire crates, and it was the only thing I used. The next crate would be a soft plastic crate that you would find at Tractor Supply or Pet Supplies Plus or Petco or whatever. Just a simple soft plastic crate. They're usually like $99, $129, $150, something like that. And I guess the negatives with those would be they're kind of big to like move around and go clean yourself if you're can't pick it up yourself. And then it's got a bunch of screws that hold the top and bottom together, so if you want to take it apart, you have to undo all the screws. The next thing about it is the little spring that's inside of the clip that holds the door open. It's kind of a pain in the ass because it'll break every once in a while, and you got to put that thing back together. Or sometimes it'll just flat out break, and then you're stuck without a door. Some of the good things, though, again, they're relatively inexpensive. You can go on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or whatever and go buy one, and that's pretty nice. You have your other hard now the next crate would be the hard plastic ones. I think they're called like Roughland or Rough Tough kennels. They used to be called Rough Tough. I think they changed their name to like Roughland or something. But some negatives to those, again, they're kind of expensive, but you are paying for what you get, so I don't know if that's technically a negative. Excuse me, allergies. God, what else? They're kind of big, heavy to carry around if you're carrying around by yourself. Some of the positives, though, that I've seen with those things is they are sturdy as hell. They're worth the money, and I can get them in white, which I like, because then you can see, kind of how clean it is, right? That is going to be my end crate, but that is the Rough Tough crate, or Roughland, or whatever you want to call it. The next crate would be a metal crate, like an impact crate. Okay. Again, the price on those, they're pretty expensive. And to move around, if you have one of the bigger ones, they're kind of bulky and big to move around. I can move it around by myself, but again, if you're smaller and you have a big ass crate, it's going to be hard to move around. Another thing that's a negative to those is I've seen dogs like cut their noses on the little holes that are on the outside, on the sides of the crate. But overall, it's a really great crate. So if I had a choice to pick, I would either pick the Rough Tough, Roughland, or whatever you want to call it, and then an impact crate. But those would be my end crates. I would not buy them just to get my dog through all of the crate training phases. So what I would do in that scenario is I would go on eBay or Craigslist, find a plastic crate that's like $30 because somebody's got one sitting in their garage and all they want to do is get rid of it. Get that one home, clean it up real good, and then use that for my puppy. And then I would continue to get bigger and bigger crates and just sell the ones that I didn't, ended up being done with. And then I would go get one of those Roughland or one of those impact crates, and that would be my end crate. Okay. I'm on a budget like 99% of the people here, so I would not go out and spend all that money on those two types of crates just to get my puppy through the first year of its life. But again, that's just me. Again, I just wanted to go through the different types of crates. I know there's new people out there that